everybody. My name is Teri Trask, and just a disclaimer here that I typically love to just speak from the heart, but as I started to do that, the emotion came. So I put this on paper, so excuse me if I look down and read from time to time. What I've been asked to do is to tell you why AFIL is important to me, why it matters to me to get involved, and why what they do is important. So I have to tell you, my husband and I, Lynn Trask, our first experience with AFIL was 1 year ago for the auction. Someone invited us and we thought, hey, our dads both served, we're curious, right? So we went, and I have to tell you, that night after hearing from one of the veterans and then getting the opportunity to visit their facility recently, it went from being curious to compassion to really feeling like we are called. Once you learn something that connects with your heart, your feet can't help but go in a different direction. and you know what they say is that much is given, then much is expected. And so as I think about AFIL, it stands for Americans for Independent Living. And I get to live as an independent American. Why? Because of all those men and women who raised their hand and said yes and gave sacrifices for me, I get to live like that. And I think being a part of this great country that they helped develop is a freedom, right? And that freedom, that's a privilege. It's not a right. And so with that privilege comes some sense of responsibility. And I feel like there's a responsibility to say yes to these people who said yes for me. So AFIL, it gives a hand up, not a hand out. And one of the veterans in this program said it best. He said, it is not a babysitting service, but a rebuilding program. So their mission is to empower veterans, not take care of veterans, empower them with housing and transitional services. And those transitional services, they give them the skills and the strength to live fulfilling lives. Well, I can't think of a better thing than people who have allowed me to live a fulfilling life to now in turn help them live a fulfilling life. That's why it's important to me. So how can I help? How can all of you help? There are a lot of ways to do that, right? You can volunteer, you can help spread the word. I mean, get on social media, right? Tell your friends. You can donate goods or services. I mean, there's clothing, right? There's a food bank, there's furniture. You can help with home modifications. I mean, I always say it falls in three buckets. It's either your time, your treasure, or your talents. Monetary donation, that's the treasure part. You could be a business sponsor. One of the best ways, and very timely, is attend one of their events. November 1st is their Music with a Mission. It's their big fundraising event. Again, we went 1 year ago, game changer, life changer. It is November 1st, right out there on Hudson Road at the Venue Event Center. Would love to have you there. So I guess in closing, I think it's a great time for a great cause, but here's what I had to say. I hope all of you choose to join me in raising your hand and saying, yes, I can do it for them because they did it for me. It's just as simple as that. So I'll see you on November 1st.